Christopher Lee Watts and Shanann Catherine Watts were from North Carolina. Not from North Carolina, born and raised. Um, Christopher was from Spring Lake and Shanann was from Aberdeen. They met in 2018 and were married in Mecklenburg County on November 3rd, 2012. The couple had two daughters, Bella Marie Watts. She was born on December 17th, 2013, and Celeste Catherine, also known as CC Watts, born July 17th, 2015. At the time of her death, Shanann was 15 weeks pregnant with a boy who was to be named Nico. The Watts family moved in a 5-bedroom home at 2825 Saratoga Trail in Frederick, Colorado, which they purchased in 2013. The family declared bankruptcy in 2015. Christopher was employed by Anadarko Petroleum, while Shanann worked from home, selling a product called Thrive from a multi-level marketing company named Lavelle. Their disappearance. At approximately 1:48 a.m. on Monday, August the 13th, 2018, Shanann, returning from a business trip to Arizona, was driven home by her friend and colleague, Nicole Atkinson. Over the weekend, Chris Watts had been home with their daughters. Later that day, Shanann and the girls were reported missing by Atkinson, who became concerned when Shanann missed a scheduled OBGYN appointment and failed to return her text messages. After Shanann missed a business meeting, Atkinson went to the Watts residence about 12:10 p.m. When the doorbell and the knocks went unanswered, Atkinson notified Christopher, who was at work, and called the Frederick Police Department. A Frederick police officer arrived to conduct a welfare check at about 1:40 p.m. During the welfare check, Christopher gave the police officer permission to search the house, where the family dog was discovered unharmed, but no sign of Shanann or the girls was found. Searchers discovered Shanann's purse containing her keys and the children's medicine. Her phone was later located between the couch cushions in the family home. Her car, which was still contained the girls' car seats, was found in the garage. Shanann's wedding ring was found on the bedside table. The FBI and the Colorado Bureau of Investigation joined the investigation the next day. Watts initially told police that he had no idea where his family might be and that he had not seen his wife since 5:15 a.m. the previous day when he left for work. He gave interviews to different stations, KMG, HTV, and KUSA TV, outside the house, pleading for the return of his wife and daughters. Investigators with search dogs could be heard on the property during the interview. Well, Chris Watts was arrested on August the 15th, 2018. According to the arrest affidavit and the footage from a security camera in the interview room because they questioned him, he failed a polygraph test and subsequently confessed to murdering Shanann. He asked to speak to his father before confessing. According to the affidavit, Watts was having an affair, and he claimed he asked for a separation from Shanann during the investigation. He claimed Shanann had strangled the girls in response to his request for separation, and that he had then strangled her in a fit of rage and transported the bodies to a remote oil storage site leased by his employer, Mandarco Petroleum. Watts was fired by the company on August the 15th, a day before his arrest. Authorities located the bodies of the Watts family on the oil storage site, situated approximately 3 miles north of Rogan, on August 16th. The girls' bodies were found in crude oil storage tanks, while Shanann was buried in a shallow grave nearby. Bella and Celeste's bodies had been pushed through a hatch at the top of a different oil tank, with the lid being 8 inches in diameter. According to the medical examiner, Bella had scratches on her left buttock and from being shoved through the hole. A tuft of blonde hair was found on the edge of one of the hatches. On August 21st, Watts was charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder, including an additional count per child cited as death of a child who had not yet attained 12 years of age, and the defendant was in possession of trust. Unlawful termination of pregnancy, and 3 counts of tampering with a deceased human body. He was denied bail at his first court appearance. At a later hearing, his bail was set at $5 million, with him being required to put down 15% to be released. The case has been connected in the media to the crime of familicide, is what they call it. Many of these crimes occurred in August, before the school starts, which may delay detection and investigation. According to former FBI profiler Candace DeLong, cases such as the Watts are rare because family inhibitors usually commit suicide after the murders, an action that Watts claimed to have contemplated out of guilt for his actions. In an interview with Dr. Phil, Watts' lawyer claimed that he confessed to killing Shanann after an argument regarding divorce. During the murder, Bella walked in on the couple. Watts then told her that Shanann was sick. He loaded Shanann's bodies and the girls without the car seats into the back seat of his work truck. He later smothered the girls, one after the other. Plea deal and sentencing. Watts pleaded guilty to the murders on November 6th. The death penalty was not put forward by the district attorney on the request of Shanann's family, who did not wish for any further deaths. They were supportive of his decision to accept the plea deal on November the 19th. He was sentenced to 5 life sentences, 3 consecutive and 2 concurrent, without the possibility of parole. He received an additional 48 years for unlawful termination of Shanann's pregnancy and 36 years for 3 charges of tampering with a deceased body. His sentence began immediately. On December 3rd, 2018, Watts was moved to an out-of-state location due to security reasons. And on December the 5th, he arrived at Dodge Correctional Institution, a maximum security prison in Wisconsin, to continue serving his life sentences. So as of right now, that's where Chris Watts is. He's in Wisconsin, serving the rest of his time. He will never get out. He will never see the... And that's what he deserves for what all he did. Thank y'all for tuning in to this short video. Always like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. God bless.